lemony design. It's got a little bit of kind of a graphic element to it, a sort of graphic styling with the bold stripes, and then the middle finger, the lemon has this nice little drop shadow on it. I absolutely love this design. I really like the combination of the really dark tealy blues with the super bright yellow. I think it just makes both colors look so much more intense, and I love it. So I hope you guys love this as much as I do, and don't forget to click subscribe to see all my future videos as well. So I'm going to begin on my thumb and ring finger with 2 coats of the color Deep Sea Dream, curing after each coat. And this color is just so rich and creamy, and it really only needed 1 coat. As you could see, the coverage was magnificent. But then I'm going to take with the color Perfect White, and I'm going to be painting just a base for my branch and for my lemon and my leaves. And the reason I'm doing this with white first is just to make the colors as intense as possible. You could just go right into them, into the yellow and the green of the lemon and the leaves, but the colors probably would need a couple coats, and they still might look not quite as intense as they would with this white base underneath them. So anytime you just have a light color or a bright color that you're putting on top of a dark color, I like to stick a white base underneath it. And usually it ends up being less coats in the end than it would if you skipped that step. So I'm just going to go through and do all of this. And either that Perfect White is a good one because it is so thick and pigmented, or a gel paint if you don't have the Perfect White would also do the job beautifully. So then after that's cured, I'm going to be taking the color Perfect Yellow, and I'm going to be painting over my lemon, and then I'm going to use the color Grassy Sassy and put that over the branch and over the leaves. And if you guys don't have Grassy Sassy in your collection, even though it's one that isn't new to me, I use that color all the time. It is one of my favorites in the kit. It's just like the perfect bright spring leafy green. It's just, I adore it. But then after we have that done, we're going to take and we're going to be doing some shading on our lemon with the color Fries Before Guys, which is just like a nice marigold type yellow. And then I'm going to use the color Wicked Witch to add some shading on my leaves, which is a darker green. And actually there's 2 colors that I'm using in this video that are almost indistinguishable. The color Blair Waldorf and the Wicked Witch are just super close. So just so you are aware that those 2 are almost the same color. But then I'm going to go back and I'm going to mix some of my Perfect White with Grassy Sassy and use that lighter shade that I just mixed to add some highlights to my leaves and my branch. And then I'm going to mix Perfect White with Perfect Yellow to get some little highlights on my lemon. But now going back with Perfect White, I'm going to be doing a couple little flowers kind of right at the base of where all of the leaves start to sprout. After those are cured, add some more of the Fries Before Guys in the center of each flower, and then I'm going to apply a layer of Velvet Matte Top Coat, cure it, and then some No Wipe top coat over just the lemon so that the lemon looks super shiny and rich. On the middle nail, I'm going to be applying 2 coats of the color Kansas Sky. Again, coverage is just amazing. And then I'm going to do a half circle of Perfect White just coming down from the proximal fold, and it's actually a little bit better than a half circle. It's like a 3/4 circle, but I want to make sure I had enough space to really fill in as much lemon as I could. After that's cured, I'm going to do the color Perfect Yellow once again over the top of it. Same concept, I just want my yellow to look very bright and intense. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a shadow with the color Behind the Scenes, which is like so the first color that I showed you, that Deep Sea Dream, is a teal. It's a dark teal. And this one Behind the Scenes is like your classic dark blue. So it looks really nice on top of the more blue background of this nail. So I'm going to be doing some more shading on my lemons with the color Fries Before Guys. And I'm going to just do this as kind of finding where the little segments of my lemon are going to be and just kind of roughly shading them in. And then with the pale yellow that I mixed with the Perfect White and Yellow, I'm going to be adding some details to the pulp with a series of little tiny lines. And then going back to my Perfect White, I'm going to be doing the little bit of the white part of the rind of my lemon and then outlining the segments. So when you're doing this, you might want to cure that or flash cure it after each line just to make sure that they don't spread. It depends on how much paint you've got on your brush or how much polish you have in your brush and different things. But just, if you want to keep the lines really crisp, that may be something to consider. And then I'm going to take some more of the Fries Before Guys and do just a little more shading. I'm going to apply some of the velvet, focusing on the lower portion of the nail, and then some glossy, no wipe top coat over just the lemon. Again, I want my lemons to look just so juicy and vibrant and fresh.
So then on my index nail, I'm going to do 1 coat of the color Baby Blue. So even though this one doesn't have that like 1 coat coverage perfect, it really just needs the 1 coat because we're going to be doing so many stripes on top of it. So I'm going to start with a stripe of perfect yellow, and this one I didn't do the white base. The Baby Blue color is so light that it didn't seem necessary. And then do behind the scenes on the tip of the nail. Again, that one is just so dark, it's so rich looking. The next color is going to be the Blair Waldorf, and like I said, that one is very similar to the color Wicked Witch. I did want to use them both. I did want to try them both out, but they're almost the same color. And then Kansas Sky above the yellow stripe, and cure these after each color, between each color switch. And then lastly, we're going to be doing Grassy Sassy, filling in that little bit right by the proximal fold, and then some velvet over the whole nail, cure it, and then I'm just going to select a couple colors to change up a bit. So I'm going to do no wipe top coat over the very tip of the nail, and then I'm going to apply a thin layer of builder gel clear builder gel over my yellow stripe. So I'm not as worried about that yellow being completely opaque either for this particular reason. So apply that clear builder gel and then sprinkle some neon yellow glitter over that wet builder gel, and it will stick. And then after it's cured, you can brush off the extra glitter. On the pinky, I did kind of a rough ombre on this nail, and so I'm going to start with doing the colors the perfect yellow and then Grassy Sassy. And then after that, Grassy Sassy is filled in. These aren't cured between each color, by the way. Going back to my Blair Waldorf, and then the one on the tip is going to be that Deep Sea Dream. Again, so I'm just kind of going from a yellow into green into more of teal colors, and then I'm going to take my brush and just sort of swipe it back and forth and blend these colors. And I'm not overly concerned about them being perfect. I didn't necessarily want this to be a flawless ombre. If I did, I would have chose to use a sponge, because a sponge is the best way to create that super smooth ombre, but it worked good enough. You know, you just wanted it to kind of blend them together. And then after a layer of no wipe top coat that's cured, I'm going to burnish in some blue-green duochrome powder, and then finish this with a layer of the glossy no wipe top coat. And then after all of that's done, these nails are complete. I am so in love with the whole set. I think they're gorgeous. I hope you love them as much as I do. And here is a Melody Minutes.
Where did you learn to paint so good?
YouTube video.
Hey, Melody, what are those right there?
Babies.
They are your babies. You want to give them a kiss? That's so sweet. Do you love those babies?
Yeah.
Are they your best project?
Yeah.
I know you've got those babies too. Those ones are too delicate to kiss though.
Why?
Because they're still really little.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get these moved pretty soon, aren't we?
Yeah.
To bigger pots.
See what she look at them.
Mm-hmm.
Why is she looking at them?
Why is she looking at them? She can kiss them too? You're so sweet.
Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you love this design and the Melody Minutes. If you want to know any of the color names, discount code, link to everything, I'll put all that in the description box below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!